It's Monday morning. Session starting in about 3 more weeks. Taxation without representation is denial of my constitutional right. False imprisonment, kidnapping, the state of Maryland and the state of Illinois. Racism don't work without black cooperation. Making a movie ain't against the law. I'm the director, the producer, I'm the script writer, I'm everything. Making a documentary, and I did it like Doogie Howser. Every morning I got up on the computer and I said what I was going to do, and I did it. November the 26th, 2006, I gave it to Governor O'Malley. All right. I gave it to the Baltimore Sun. That's Governor O'Malley. That's Mr. Humphrey from the Baltimore Orioles. I gave you Get Shorty. I got 13 books, 13 movies, and I got 13 stories. All right. I'm going to eat for the rest of my life about Baltimore. Everybody knows me from Shorty Pull Your Mask Up. Well, these are the criminal charges against Scott Shellenberger. Remember Brandon Scott made the movie A Body of Politics? Well, this is Shorty Pull Your Mask Up. And it's all about Brandon Scott and his rise to power. Did this through the legal lens, and everybody that knows me is in the movie. I didn't have to ask you to sign the movie release. Social media for social change. I don't need 1 million people to march. I need 1 million people to pay attention. That's me. I was kidnapped by the state of Maryland for making a documentary. You took my truck, my computer, and the contents of my vehicle. The contents of my vehicle was worth $250 million. It's my intellectual property. Making a movie about the war on drugs. Did we know we were lying about the drugs? Of course we did. That's Richard Nixon and the Southern Strategy. And that's the toilet that I used. That's Donald Trump and mass incarceration. Donald Trump got all this information. Donald Trump has all this information. Dan Bongino from the FBI. Richard McFeely from the FBI. Yeah. We talking about mass incarceration in America, from the president on down. That's me in Illinois. So this covers 2 states, Illinois and Maryland. All right, Illinois and Maryland. The state of Maryland and the state of Illinois used this case to get an indictment. This case says that I was innocent of all charges. And I sent this information to Scott Shellenberger, and I sent it to Greg Bernstein via David Irwin. All right, David Irwin sent him a letter telling me I'm innocent of these charges. You never tried me for these charges again. 20-year statute of limitations ran out, so I was making a movie about it, all about this case right here. And if you read it, look it, Google it. That's a movie with it itself. So in the 2026 session, I went exoneration. We went from enslavement to mass incarceration, and I put it in a book. It's the Legacy Museum, all right? That's not my book, but I'm using it as a prop. This is a book and a movie, social media for social change, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. That shows the parole and probation. It shows the 86 case. And it shows everything from 2011 to now. That's Facebook. That's Facebook. That's Facebook. That's Facebook. You feel me? Social media for social change. Everything I did in the light of day. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Google me. I'm not hard to find. Delegate Boyce been knowing about this. Delegate Embry spoke last year at the 2025 session for the arts. And Mary Washington me had a conversation about Dred Scott. Racism don't work without black cooperation. So in 2026, I want each and every one of our officials to address my illegal incarceration. You feel me? That's the NAACP, Thurgood Marshall, all right? We will confront racism to create a more inclusive and just world. We stand in solidarity with our black partners, customers, and communities. That's Starbucks and my producer, Rob Fix, because like I said, I was making a movie at Starbucks. That's my producer, Rob Fix, and that's Lake County Courts. That envelope was a $2.5 billion class action lawsuit. That's Bank of America. That's not my signature. All right, see the date? The state of Maryland accepted forged checks. Shorty's Underground Rib Shack, Department of the Environment and Resources. I was locked up in another state. I couldn't sign that check. I talked to Steny Hoyer too, National Constitution Day. Like I said, I was making a movie, and I told you I was making a movie. Baltimore, New York, Chicago, Philadelphia. All right? AAKA Shorty. My number ain't changed. That's Miss Stephanie Rawlins Blake, Commissioner Davis. All right? And TJ Smith know about this too. Like I said, making a movie. And the movie was about Maryland's prison industry, O'Malley and Brown's money machine. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Social media for social change. I'm going to serve y'all up. See the date? In regards to your documentary, I would not be able to appear. The Democratic Party, that's Governor Westmore and Senator Ben Cardin. And that's Blagojevich, all right? Springfield, Maryland. See the date? Almost 20 years, man. Got 19. Yeah, we working on 19 years. That's the United States Department of Justice on Charles Street. In reference to Duane Shorty Davis. Kamenetz asked for an investigation. Governor Westmore ain't opened his mouth. Not Kamenetz. Johnny Oleski asked for an investigation. All right? So in 2026, we're going to release all the material to the voters. Everything that Governor O'Malley got, everything Governor O'Malley got, Governor Ehrlich, everything y'all got to turn over. Everything. United States Postal Service. See that? Mailing address. See the date? 2006, 1402 Lochner. That's where you kidnapped me from. That's Senator Kelly from Kelly Insurance. He gave me $10,000 to make this movie. Asking. And that's us in Annapolis. That's Governor Westmore. See the date? May 5th, 2008. That's my son's birthday. All right? And right here. Please allow 30 to 60 days for your agency to respond. President Obama asked for an investigation. Department of Justice ain't did it. The FBI ain't do it. Nobody did it. Governor Westmore ain't do it. That's internal affairs. And that's the case where y'all came in my house and put guns to my head. That's Councilman Branch. These are the cases that you never did nothing about. That's Mayor Stephanie Rawlins Blake. And this is the email. See the date? 2012. See the date? See the people on the email? Richard McFeely, Dugan from the FBI, blocking an investigation. Yeah, like I said, we hide something, hide it in a book. Mayor Scott, Mayor Young, Mayor Stephanie Rawlins Blake, Mayor Pugh, Sheila Dixon. Racism don't work without black cooperation. Y'all know about everything that I've been going through, so the book is about you. You did a body of politics? We're going to see how you respond to this. Shorty, pull your mask up? Yeah, we on mask in Baltimore. This is Maryland's Correctional Enterprise. In the audit from 2018. Y'all make over $500 million a year off of free prison labor. You feel me? And it's all right here. Maryland's prison industry. Mass incarceration. You feel me? Mass incarceration. That's Governor Westmore. See the date? 2011. That's a court order for my property to be returned. That's Judge Turnbull. My property was the movie, and y'all didn't return that. 14% drug users, 15% incarcerated. 14% drug users, 15% incarcerated. And I was incarcerated for making a movie. That's the United States District Court, Judge Bennett. All right? See the date? 2018. All right there for you to see. So everything I did through the legal lens. I notified the individuals. I told y'all what I was doing. And then you can talk to Lady Breon. I told her exactly what I was doing. Ask her. You go to Vanessa Attenberry, she got my paperwork. Yeah, that's my intellectual property. You go to Malcolm Ruff, he was state's attorney working for Scott Schellenberger when he started this. If y'all going after S.H.O.R.T.Y, Malcolm Ruff ain't no different. Sean Sinnett is a witness. Delegate Rosenberg, you a defendant. I got 3 people that don't need to be sitting in them seats. Sean Sinnett is going to testify on my behalf. That's Kaylin Young. He asked for exoneration. He put my paperwork in. Stephanie Smith ain't opened her mouth. And Corey McCray been blocking it since he was Delegate McCray. All right? The Maryland Black Caucus. Racism don't work without black cooperation. Contact Delegate Sheila Roof. She got all my paperwork. McCaskill was a witness when I confronted everybody in the room. McCaskill was a witness. And Sidnor said go to the grand jury. So in the 2026 session, I want exoneration of the Supreme Court. These are our representatives. It's making a movie through the legal lens. That's me and Ray Lewis. Ask Ray Lewis about me. That's me and Ray Lewis at his restaurant. Through the legal lens. A movie about mass incarceration. Activism ain't terrorism. I'm still alive and breathing. That's the Honorable Anthony Brown. Uses paperwork for exoneration. Exoneration. That's David Trone. And that's GOP Carter. You feel me? Supporters of Exoneration. That's GOP Carter and Malcolm Ruff. And we talking about your prison industry, mass incarceration. So Governor Westmore, it's all on your plate. Session getting ready to open up. I'm Shorty. I'm the cook.